boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in, so let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got y'all here chasing that money, chasing that bag, chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. Is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. We on our way to the top, well over 40,000 subscribers, on our way to 50K. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, Grown Man Business TV. Listen, man, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. You feel what I'm saying? And if you merge into this lane, we gonna crash out. That's guaranteed, my G's. Now listen, do me a favor, right? Wipe your feet off before you walk into the big house. Feel what I'm saying? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time we go live, right here on Grown Man Business TV, the realest channel on YouTube. You already know what it is. Big salute to my G's. Yeah, we in here. We in here. Now, I'm going to give y'all a second to get in here, but we going to talk to Donald Trump. It's a lot going on outside. It's a lot of people in my DM saying, yo, G&B TV, what's your perspective on the situation with Donald Trump? What's your thought process on everything that's going on with the Epstein list and all of that? Well, we going to talk about this because Trump, you made a grave mistake with the community. Donald J. Trump, you made a grave mistake with the culture. You understand? And we're going to have this conversation because one thing for sure, two things for certain, it has to be said. It has to be said. Absolutely nasty work. So y'all thought we was asleep. Y'all thought we was watching we was paying attention to P. Diddy. Y'all thought we ain't have, yeah, we keep our head on a swivel. Yeah, we can see through the smoke and mirrors. Y'all thought y'all was going to get that over our heads and under our bridge. That now all of a sudden ain't no Epstein list. And we're going to talk about this. We're not only going to talk about this so-called mystery Epstein list, right? But we also going to talk about Diddy and him being denied bail and, you know, a lot that's surrounding all of these so-called, you know, federal indictments. You got to know something. It's a bigger picture. It's a reason why it was a YSL trial. It's a reason why Diddy is on trial. It's so much, it's a circus going on. It's a reason why they about to line Jay-Z up. Because they don't want us to know, and they don't want to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. And they want to be able to get things like this Epstein list over our heads and under our bridges. So we're going to talk about this. But Donald Trump, you made a grave mistake, my G. Yeah. I know you used to hang out with Diddy. I know you used to go to the parties. I know you was involved in the industry. I know how you feel about the culture. But you made a grave mistake with this Epstein list. Now, before we get into this, right, you already know how we do over here, man. We got to do some customizations to the chat. Yeah, we got to do some customizations to the chat because we ain't talking about Adam 22 today. We ain't talking about 4 extras. You know what I mean? And when I get to talking about the higher ups and the elites, you already know they playing chess at the highest level. Yeah. They always trying to muffle the message. They always trying to shadow ban the channel. So we got to do some customizations to the chat before we talk about Donald J. Trump. Yeah, we're going to bring this thing from an angle that nobody has brought it from. This is going to be a perspective that nobody is able to bring to you, Grown Man Business TV. It's a reason why you here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you are subscribed and your notification bells are ringing. We about to talk about this. All right? Now, let me do some customizations to the chat. Salute to everybody that's already in here. Y'all already know how we're giving it up, man. We tapped in for real. We gonna have this conversation. Bam. You see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? Listen, before you get in here with your Twitter fingers doing all your Twittering, with your Twitter fingers asking all your questions all in the comment section, with your Twitter fingers doing your Twittering and all that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time we go live right here, Grown Man Business TV. All right? And listen, it's okay if not. that's cool. Get in the back of the class, close your mouth and open your ears and prepare yourself for some of the purest dope on YouTube, straight off the brick into the bottles. Yeah, you in the right place. Now let's get right into this. Donald J. Trump. You know, Donald Trump is he's the white boy that you bring to the cookout. You know what I mean? You bring the white boy to the cookout, feel me? All your cousins is saying, yo, we ain't rocking with that. Why you bring him to the cookout? Why you bring that white boy to the cookout? And you trying to tell your cousins, don't worry about it. Don't worry, he good. He don't want no raisins all in his potato salad. He don't eat his potato salad with raisins. He know how to do the electric slide. He know how to do the boots on the ground. He good. And your cousins, they ain't rocking with Donald J. Trump. You know what I mean? You get him at the cookout, everything going smooth, everything going good, and all of a sudden, that white boy pull out a box of raisins and a box of prunes, and he dump it all in the potato salad. That's Donald J. Trump at this point. Donald, I'm sorry, we're going to keep it 100. Hey, Trump, I know how you feel, but you are the white boy at the cookout that got the box of raisins in your pocket, and you embarrassing us, Donald J. Trump. You embarrassing us. Because all of a sudden, there ain't no Epstein list. All of a sudden, well, you already know one thing for sure and two things for certain. I kept the receipts over here at Grown Man Business TV. I kept the receipts. Donald Trump, you are embarrassing us, man. We done brought you to the cookout. We done made way for you. We got all our cousins and all our friends. We got them comfortable. You come in the cookout and you pull out a box of goddamn raisins. And you dump the raisins all in the potato salad my auntie made. We don't like raisins in our potato salad. That's who Donald Trump is. That's the white boy. Hey, man, we going to bring him to the cookout. He know how to do the electric slide. He know how to do the boots on the ground. He good, man. And all of a sudden, you dumping prunes all in the goddamn potato salad. Yeah, you got a box of Donald J. Trump. You are embarrassing us. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I kept the receipts, Donald. Donald, I kept the receipts. And I always knew it was something fishy about you and Elon Musk. I knew it was something fishy when he told us that you was on that Epstein list. Yeah, Elon Musk came out and he told us all on Twitter, Donald J. Trump was on the list. And we still tried to protect you. You know, I ain't respect, because I didn't respect that. You know, when you get in an argument with your girlfriend, all of a sudden, now you got a little, you a little shrimpy and all that. All of a sudden, your wang is little. You know, everything was good until we get into an argument. Now, all of a sudden, she's saying you got a little wang and all that. When you been sucking on this wang, you been choking on this wang, you been riding this thing all 5 years we've been together. Now, that's what I felt about Elon Musk. Like all of a sudden now Donald J. Trump is on the list. But Donald, you just gave some validity. You just really certified and gave some validity to what he said, those allegations. Yeah. Yeah, now we believe Elon Musk. We believe that you was on the list, Donald J. Trump. Absolutely nasty work. We done brought you to the cookout. We got you all over there by the trampoline. We got you all over there by the kids and all that. You chilling, you smoking, you drinking, you vibing. And then all of a sudden, out the clear blue sky, you reach into you pull out a box of raisins and you dump it in the goddamn potato salad. You embarrassing us. We wouldn't have had you at the cookout around the nieces and the nephews if we knew you was on that list, Donald Trump. Yeah, if we knew you was on that list, we wouldn't have had you at the cookout. Now, we're gonna go through a couple of receipts. We're gonna really break this down because one thing for sure and two things for certain: Republican, Democrat, both left wing, right wing, they all fly the same bird. I was never convinced that the Republican Party was going to save America. I was never convinced that the Democratic Party was going to save America. I understand. I understand that there is no saving this matrix under this government. The right hand wash the left hand. Both hands dry and clean each other. The right hand wash the left hand, and both hands wash the face. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about this. If you thought that the right hand didn't clean the left hand, if you thought that the right hand was going to cut off the left hand, you stuck in the matrix. You can't see through the smoke and mirrors. If you don't understand that the right hand clean the left hand and both hands wash the face, you more lost than I thought. It's a reason you at this channel. It's a reason you need this pure dope that I'm about to give you. Donald J. Trump. You was on that list, my guy. And I'm disappointed in you. I done brought you to the cookout. Got you all around the family. Got everybody rocking with you. And you was let's get into this. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button and all that. We gonna get into one of these receipts. What you gotta understand that it's deep, it's wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. It's always deeper than rap. And the people that we are in bed with, Israel, you know, them little hats. You know what I'm talking about. They get down with Epstein. Now, I'm going to break this down to you because I want you to understand why the list no longer exists. It's way deeper than Donald J. Trump being on the list. You got to understand why exactly does the list no longer exist. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit the like button and all that. Let's look at Donald J. Trump. All right, I want you to go ahead and talk to him, Donald. You know, keep your raisins in your pocket when you talk and when you get around the potato salad. We don't want raisins in our potato. You embarrassing us. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit the like button and all that. Well over 200 people in here. That Epstein list is alive and well. Epstein is alive and well. And we're going to talk more about this. Big salute to the chat. Look!
Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein, it left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former labor secretary who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the set?
Yeah, sure. If I
Could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February.
Now I want to stop you right there. We gonna let the dog fur talk, cause this young lady right here has a beautiful strand of dog fur. So I can't wait. I'm gonna let her talk because I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? It's giving Lassie. It's giving golden retriever, and it's absolutely giving sheepdog. Look, 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 look. So I want you to understand. I'ma let this young lady talk, because that strand of dog fur is a beautiful golden strand. I mean, that's giving off Lassie. Lassie, Lassie. That's what it's giving off when I see that dog fur. But before we let her talk, right? We're gonna address Donald J. Trump. Yes, we still talking about Epstein, Trump. Yes. What do you mean? You guys are still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? I mean, what are you guys still? Yes. See, Donald Trump, you really messed up, man. You dropped the ball with the culture. You really dropped the ball with this one, right? In our culture, if we find out you are playing with the babies, if we find out that you are playing with the kids, if we find out that you are doing any miscellaneous activities with the babies, oh, we gonna talk about you forever. We always want to know where you at. We always want to know what's going on. We're gonna let everybody at the cookout know, keep the babies away from Epstein. Yeah. Hey, where little Johnny at? He ain't in there with Epstein, is he? Hey, where little Melissa at? You seen little Melissa? Yeah. Make sure she ain't in there with Epstein. What you mean are we still talking about Epstein? We want to see the list. So you already threw me off right there when you felt and you got out your body and you were so confused on why we still asking about Epstein. Hey, where little Kevin at? You got little Kevin? Kevin, go get Kevin. Make sure he ain't back there with Epstein and all them like that. That's how we give it up in this culture. So the fact that you thought we had forgot about Epstein, the fact that you thought we had forgot about that list, you know, it's red flags all over the field. The fact that you thought that we was looking everywhere else other than Epstein's list is not, you know, y'all know how to find all of the pre-recorded and all of the videos and all of the evidence for the YSL trial. Y'all had every piece of evidence for Young Thug and YSL. Y'all had every bottle of baby oil when it came to P. Diddy. I mean, y'all went in the P. Diddy house and y'all found thousands of bottles of baby oil. Astroglide. Yeah. Y'all showed us thousands of bottles of Astroglide. But you mean to tell me when it come to Epstein, it been years and y'all ain't showed up with that list yet? We gonna get deeper into this. But let's let Donald J. Trump, I'm gonna let you talk a little bit more. I don't care what's going on. We want to know who was on that list. And it's looking like you was on that list. You done came to the cookout and you done embarrassed us, Donald. Go ahead, talk to him. Talk. Look.
Pam, could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things.
We have all of the distractions, Donald. He's been talked about for years because y'all been hiding this list for years. Y'all been hiding this list. It's a piece of goddamn paper with all the names on it. That's all it is, Trump. It shouldn't be rocket science to get this list to the people. It's a piece of paper with a bunch of goddamn names on it. We don't care about nothing else. Oh, everything going on in the world. We have Texas. We have Diddy. All distractions. All set up, orchestrated distractions to keep our eyes off the prize. To keep the American people from looking directly at the higher ups and the elites. Donald J. Trump, you done embarrassed us at the cookout, man. Put the raisins back in your pocket. No, all of the distractions. You got Texas, you got Diddy, everything. You got Iran. We don't give a cotton picking. We don't care about that. Yeah, I'ma digress, but I'm feeling some type of way, Donald, because I told my people, I told my cousins that you was all right. Told my old lady, told all my people you was good. We gonna bring you. He know how to do the electric slide. He know how to keep the boots on the ground. He's a good white boy. And I brought you to the cookout, and I ain't know you was on that list, man. Go ahead, talk to him. Go ahead and talk to him, Trump.
And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. You want to waste the time and you feel like answering?
I don't mind it.
Oh, they playing with they playing with this. They playing with this. You can't believe we want to know who is on the Epstein list, Donald Trump? You can't believe that. Your cheeks is all red. Yeah, you done got flustered. Yeah, I'm using flustered is a word you should use. Your cheeks are all rosy. Yeah, we struck a nerve with that question. I can't believe you guys are still asking about Jeffrey Epstein, that creep. I don't know, Trump. I don't know how much of a creep is he, Donald? Hold on, let's get into something. Let's get into something. Because I want to know how much of a creep. I want to know how much of a creep he is, Donald. Look. Ain't that you, Donald Trump? Look. Look. I mean, hey, listen, bro. They say birds of a feather flock together. So, Donald, you don't even gotta explain. It's already out there. You already told on yourself. Elon Musk told us you was on that list. And we still gave you the benefit of the doubt. We still looked past it. We still said, nah, he's just he's a scorned girlfriend. He's just somebody, he's an employee that's upset. We still gave you the benefit of the doubt. And you have given validity to that accusation. You have certified and you have stamped that accusation. Trump was on the list. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. All right? Now, I want to move on to another angle, but we're going to let that dog fur talk. I'm telling you, it's giving Lassie. Yeah, that's a beautiful strand of golden retriever right there. We're going to let her talk. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
At a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, It's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also to
Okay, I want to stop that dog fur real fast. And it's a beautiful strand of dog fur. But I remember this young lady saying that the Epstein list was on her desk waiting to be reviewed. Now, I want to tell you something. Always say what you mean and mean what you say. And it's nasty work when you have government officials, people within the White House, explaining what they meant when they said something. And I don't want that to go over your head or under your bridge, but I want you to understand what I'm saying. One of my pet peeves is when grown men or grown women say, I meant to say. When they say something and then they have to double back and say, no, but what I meant was, well, you should have said what you meant and meant what you said. That's it. If you say what you mean and mean what you say, you will never have to explain what you said. So this is a red flag right here. I mean, beautiful dog fur. This young lady has a gorgeous strand of dog fur, but the fact that she told us the list was on her desk, now she's saying it's a file on her desk. This is the government we pay taxes to. And it don't matter how beautiful or how, you really did something nice with that dog fur. I'm not going to lie. But it don't matter how good you brush that dog fur down. I'm listening to the words. And you said it was a list on your desk, not a file. After we let this young lady talk, I'm going to give you the reason why the Epstein file has been terminated. We're going to talk about this. Big salute to the chat. Run the likes up. Well over 400 people in the chat. Let's look at that dog fur right there. That is a beautiful, beautiful strand of dog fur right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, sweetheart. Sweetheart, they did an amazing job brushing. Boy, that dog fur looked like Lassie. It's giving golden retriever. That's where I heard this. And I'm giving you a compliment, sweetheart. That is a beautiful strand of dog fur. You belong in the White House. Go ahead and talk to him. Look, go ahead and talk to him.
to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was missing from the video. We released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he.
Now that was nasty work, sweetheart. The minute that's missing from the video, the video is conclusive, but not all the word semantics. You got to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors, or they'll talk you out of position. The video and the missing minute, it was a minute missing in the video. That means the video was edited. That means the video was edited. That's it, sweetheart. We don't need all the word semantics and all the extras. We don't need all that. All the video and the Drugs that are missing and blah, 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 blah. You got to know something. When you send trained killers, when you send trained assassins into a jail cell, all they need is 30 to 45 seconds. All they need is 1 minute. 1 minute to get you up out of here. To send you to the afterlife. To send your ass to the upper room. The upper room. When Jesus, you know the song. You seen the movie. The upper room. All they need is 45 seconds. All they need is 60 seconds to send your ass to the upper room. So all the word semantics, sweetheart, that dog fur ain't dog furring that much. Yeah, I'm not into the dog fur. Yeah, I'm not one of the black men in America that get on bending knees for the white girl. I'm not the foundational black American that like to smell that Yorkie head. Yeah, that dog fur, that golden retriever. I'm not into that. So as good as that dog fur looks, I can see and hear. It's good. I don't want you, sweetheart. Yeah, your skin is all mixed matched and pale faced, and I'm not into the dog fur. It smells like a wet dog. So I need you to keep it real with me, sweetheart. All the word semantics that y'all are doing. Donald Trump, you embarrassed us. You done invited your homegirl to the cookout. She shedding dog fur all in the pool. She shedding dog fur all on the carpet. And y'all just playing games with us, Donald. We don't want the child corn to be released. We want the list to be released. We want to know why y'all edited that video and took a minute out. You got to know something. And we're going to move forward. We're going to move forward, right? But when white people are in trouble, this is when they get faulty. This is when the information get choppy. When white people are on the chopping block. Because it's a lot. We're going to talk about the list. Yeah, we're going to talk about the list. That's when it gets spooky. See, when it's Young Thug and YSL, we got all the evidence. We got all the phone calls. When it's P. Diddy, we got all the baby oil. Oh, we got the Astroglide. We got the male prostitutes. We got Cassie. We got everything. Yeah. When it was Irv Gotti and Murder Inc., they had their ass. Yeah, when white people get on the chopping block, this how they look. This how they start talking. Look.
And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively. The video was not conclusive. The video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide.
She lying so goddamn she can't even get the words out. The video indefinitely in the video. Hold on. The video indefinite. She can't even get the goddamn. She lying so much she can't even get the words out. Yeah, you lying. You was a bald-headed liar. Yeah, you like Mike. Like I told Mikey B. Salute to Mikey. You was a bald-headed liar. You done got up here in the White House in front of all these people. You done laid that dog fur down and you done became a bald-headed liar. The tape was indefinitely, impregnably and mesily and mesmerized. The tape, the evidence was, this what happened when white people is on the chopping block. They get to stuttering. They get to tripping over their words and all that. Their little cheeks get all rosy. Yeah. Yeah, everybody up here got red cheeks right now. Look, 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 look. Everybody cheeks is rosy because your ass is lying. You's a bald-headed liar. We got to keep the same energy. Let's keep the same energy with Donald Trump and Michael Jeffries, the same way y'all kept that energy with P. Diddy. That's where we going to go in a few minutes. Don't worry. You know, you got Tisa Tales. You got all these content creators going at P. Diddy. But when the white man walk in the room, it's yes, sir, no, sir. You got all these content creators going at P. Diddy. I'm talking, they out there in Manhattan. They setting up their little, you know, they got their little section where they doing their content and they talking about P. Diddy. But when a white man walk in the room, it's yes, sir, no, sir. Y'all just got up here and told a bald-headed lie. Hey, each and every one of y'all got up here and told a bald-headed lie. Look, go ahead, talk to him. Go ahead, talk.
We released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every year, every night, they redo every night, year, every night, every year, every night, every year, every night. They redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset. And every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well.
A bald-headed liar. You told a ball with all that dog fur on the top of your head right there. I didn't think it was possible for you to tell a bald-headed lie. But yeah, you did that. Anything is possible when dealing with these people. So we gonna move forward. But that was nasty work right there. Absolutely disgusting. Donald Trump, you done embarrassed us. We done brought your ass to the goddamn cookout, got you all around the nieces and the nephews, and come to find out, you was on that Epstein list. Well, let's go deeper, my G's. Hit the like button. Let's go deeper into this. Let's really have a conversation. The reason why they had to get rid of the Epstein's list is because there are a lot of white people, Jewish people, and Arab people on that list. Oh, somebody had to say it. They scared to talk on YouTube. They directing you to the Patreon and all that. They scared to tell y'all the truth because they slaves to a YouTube check. That's the difference between Grown Man Business TV and all these other content creators. They scared to talk. The reason they got rid of that list is because there are a lot of white people, Arabs, and Jewish people on that list. Now let me get into this. Let's break this down. You got a lot of politicians. You got a lot of governors. You got a lot of presidents, present and past. Woo. You got a lot of politicians. You got a lot of governors. And you got a lot of presidents, American presidents, present right now, Donald, and past, on that list. White boys. You got a lot of them. Hundreds of these people are on that list. But not only that, Israel. You know the country, we go over there, we get to fighting for Israel, we get to dropping bombs on Iran, we get to doing all this extraness. Anytime the word Israel is brought up, Or we get to go into war. Anytime America get to scraping and scrambling. In the words of P. Diddy. They get to scraping and scrambling anytime that word is brought up. Well, guess what? They was all on that list. They was all on that list. Let's get into this receipt. I want to show y'all who I'm talking about. When I say the higher-ups and the elites, I want to show y'all who I'm talking about. Hit the like button and all that. Look!
In your view, is the war between Israel and Iran over, or do those talks need to happen before you can?
Well, I would say that the best man to answer that is
him. He was on the list. He was on the list. He was on the list. Look! Look!
the Prime Minister. But I will tell you that in my view, I hope it's over. Yeah, I think Iran wants to meet. I think they want to make peace, and I'm all for it. Now, if that's not the case, we are ready.
Look how you looking at Donald. Look at him. He's saying, hey, Donald, you sure that list is gone, man? Let's just make sure. Please, Donald, are you sure that list is gone? Are you sure? It ain't no hackers. It ain't nobody gonna be able. Did you burn that list, Donald? That's how he looking at Donald. They all on the list, B. All of them been to Epstein Island. All of them been accounted for on that list. Go ahead, Donald. Talk to him some more. Go ahead and talk to him, Donald.
But I don't think we're going to have to be. But I think Bibi would answer that question very well.
I think the partnership between Israel and the United States, the partnership between President Trump and me, produced a historic victory. It's an incredible victory.
Look right there. They was all on the list. They all, look. They was on the list, look.
Actually, they brought the greatest capabilities of the United States that are.
Now, I want to leave that right there. I want to leave that right there. Every man at this table was on that list. Every man at this table been to Epstein's Island. Every last one of them. Every political figure in America has made a trip, has been summoned to Epstein's Island. And they dress it up just like this. They dress it up as a meeting. They dress it up as a dinner. They dress it up as political warfare. And at the end of the night, when all the business is done, at the end of the night, after they done had these meetings, they done did the news, they done did the press. At the end of the night, Epstein was funneling these little babies. What you like? How old you like it? No, okay. What, 13? Okay. 14? Okay, yeah. 17? Okay. 8? You like them? Okay. 10? That's what they was doing. They was get. What you like? Oh, 11? Okay, we got you. Hey, what you need? 12? Okay, we got you. And these youngins, I'm gonna use the word youngins because YouTube is a tricky place. These youngins was being filtered into their rooms. They had tunnels, just like out there in New York City. It was these people right here. Look. Those people, yeah, those was the people in New York City that had those tunnels under those synagogues and all that. Under those synagogues in New York City, those people had tunnels. The same way Epstein had tunnels. It's all the same thing, the same tunnels, B. That's why. That's why the list. Now, Maya, let's keep it 100, right? You got a couple of black people on the list. You know, you got Jay-Z, you got Beyonce, allegedly. You got Will Smith, allegedly. You know, you got a couple of black people, small amount, couple of sprinkles here and there of black people on the list. But it's not enough black people on the list to divert the attention off of these people. Nobody's going to care about Jay-Z and Beyonce when we find out that the prime minister been over there to Epstein's Island. When we find out that the Pope been over there to Epstein's Island. When we find out that Donald Trump, Obama, got all these different presidents been over there to Epstein's Island. We're not going to care about Jay-Z. We're not even going to care about Oprah. We're not going to care when we find out that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton then got it popping over there at Epstein's Island. So they weighed out. They say, you know, we going to give the people the list. Then they started figuring out, we ain't got enough YSL trials to fix this. We ain't got enough P. Diddy trials to fix this. We ain't got enough entertainment. We ain't got enough circus. If the people see this list, it's over. Now, I want to go a little deeper. I want to go a little bit deeper than Israel and Donald Trump in American politics. Oh, this rabbit hole goes deep. Arabs was on that list. Oil giants. You know, the Saudis from out there in Saudi Arabia. You know them Saudis that been having a chokehold on the oil industry for the last 50 years. Them Saudis that got billions and trillions of dollars over there in Saudi Arabia. The Saudi princes was on that list. The Saudi government was on that list. Them Arabs and all that. We getting Arab money. But you know what I'm talking about. They was on the list. This one of the parts they don't talk about. They always talk about American politics. They always talk about Israel. You know, you get somebody out there that got enough nuts, they'll talk about Israel. But nobody talks about the Saudis. Nobody speaks about Saudi Arabia. That oil money. Them barrels of oil that go up and down every year. Them barrels of oil. Oh, the Saudi Arabian government was on that list, and they was partaking. They was over there on Epstein's Island indulging in them youngins. Yeah, I gotta say youngins, them youngins. Now, over there in Saudi Arabia and all of that, you get found guilty of playing with those youngins, they'll stone your ass to death. They'll chop your head off. Yeah, they'll behead you. Yeah, they do all type of wild activity over there in Saudi Arabia. So before we move on to this next angle, I want you to think about this. Imagine if the world found out about all those Saudi Arabian government officials on the Epstein list. Imagine what would happen over there in Saudi Arabia. Because over there, they not like us. They'll go to war. They'll get the assassinating, and they'll get the running up in the embassy, and they'll get to doing all of that over there. We the only ones that let shit like that slide. American politicians, America politics is on that list. Israel, everybody at this table right here is on that list. But the main reason that list got terminated is those Saudis, them oil giants, them trillionaires out there in Saudi Arabia. That's the main reason. That's the main reason. And Trump and Israel had to come up with a plan. Hey, just tell the people whatever you need to tell them. Tell them it ain't no list. I mean, what they gonna do? I mean, what are they really gonna do? Just tell them it ain't no list. Yo, we already told them we had a list. We already told them the list was on our desk. We already told them all of this. We don't give a damn what you told them. Tell them something else. Yeah, tell them something else, homie. Those oil giants are on that list. And I'm not gonna, it is what it is. It'll be what it's gonna be. You're not gonna get this nowhere else on YouTube. That's why you subscribe to the channel. That's why you are in tune with this information. You ain't gonna get this nowhere else. Everybody talking. I sat back. I let everybody talk about this, and nobody's connecting the dots because these dudes are compromised. Your favorite YouTuber, your favorite content creator is compromised. I might be one of the last ones left, homie. I might be one of the last real independent content creators left. So cherish this, respect it. Make sure you subscribe to the Realest. There is no more Epstein's list because Saudis are on it. Israel is on it, and America is on that list. And Puff Daddy ain't big enough to fix that. Jay-Z, YSL, they ain't big enough. Now that we got that out the way, because Donald, I had to give you that work. You embarrassed us, Donald Trump, and I had to give you that work. You came to the cookout. You didn't tell us. Your ass is a registered. Yeah, you registered. You on paperwork. You was on the Epstein's list. Your ass was on paperwork. Elon Musk tried to tell us, yo, watch out for homie. Don't have no babies. I had my sons around him. I found out something. I'm telling the world. We didn't want to believe it, Donald. But I'm here to tell you, I'm pumping that. I'm jacking that, as the New Yorkers would say. I'm jacking that. I'm pumping that. You was on the paperwork. Ain't no allegedly to that. Now, I want to talk to y'all. We're gonna get out off of Donald and the Saudis and Israel, because that is what it is. They're not going to release the list. There is no list. They're going to tell us what they want to tell us. Either we going to go to war or we not. And it's obvious we ain't going to war, so we ain't got to dwell on that. But I want to talk to the Tisha Tales. I want to talk to all the content creators that been reporting on P. Diddy. All of you guys that made your way to New York City, got up every day. You dudes was out there every morning. Like this shit is a job or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a 401k with P. Diddy, and y'all was reporting on P. Diddy. I need y'all to keep the same energy. Keep the same energy for Donald Trump. Keep the same energy for Michael Jeffries. Tisha Tales. I mean, I'm gonna talk about Tisha Tales because she was the main one. She's the main culprit in this. You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's nasty work watching black people tear down other black people and then say yes, sir, and no, sir, when a white man walk in the room. It's absolutely nasty work. You tear down black men, right or wrong, you tear down a black man, and then when a white man walks in a room, and that's respectfully to my Caucasian counterparts, because I got white people I deal with. I call them my Caucasian counterparts. Then it's yes, sir, and no, sir. When a white man walk in the room, you ready to open the door, you ready to get down and shine his shoes and all that. And Tisha Tales is a prime example of that. A so-called black woman that'll get down on her knees and deep throat a white man with the blink of an eye. Yeah, she gonna eat the whole Johnson. White man come in the room, she gonna eat the whole Johnson. Yeah, but you want to tear down P. Diddy. Nasty work, Tisha. It is what it is. We're gonna talk about this. Trooper 69, what it do, my G? See you in the chat. Now let's talk about something, right? I want to, I'm gonna lead with this because a lot of people are asking me, GMB TV, why didn't P. Diddy make bail? Why didn't P. Diddy make bail? He beat the feds. He beat the big charges like the RICO and sex trafficking, and he beat those charges. Why did he not get released that day? And I'm going to be the only one on YouTube to tell you this. They was not about to let P. Diddy walk out that courtroom directly onto the courtroom steps. They wasn't about to let Diddy embarrass them like that. P. Diddy, Puffy, he already beat the feds. He already spanked the government. I mean, he made the federal government look like, they look like they was cookie cuttery. He made the federal government look like your local police department. Yeah. P. Diddy made the federal government look like the local police department. And what y'all thought they was going to give him a bail right then and there? He was going to walk out on I can see it now. Let me paint a picture. P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, he has just beat the federal agents. He has beat the biggest charges. Salute to Diddy. Oh, breaking news. Hold on. Breaking news. P. Diddy has just made $1 million bail. Sean Puff Daddy, P. Diddy Combs will be going home today. It would have been 100,000 New Yorkers out there. Yeah. As soon as y'all would have found out P. Diddy had made bail, it would have been 100,000 New Yorkers in front of that court building. Yeah, y'all would have been out there singing victory and all that. Could you imagine P. Diddy walk out the courtroom? Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as we here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never. Business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right. No matter what, we in tight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you booming. Player, you Truman. You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Hug you, baby. I'ma make you love me, baby. Because you, yeah, Diddy. Niggas would have been like, oh, Diddy, yeah. Could you imagine that? 100,000 New Yorkers out there playing in baby oil because y'all was doing some wild shit. Y'all was playing in baby oil, you know what I mean, swimming in the streets, and then you got P. Diddy walk out the courtroom singing victory. Hey, yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as we here, then we might as well shine together. Yeah, we can't let him out. We're gonna let Diddy out soon, but we're not gonna let him out today. I could only imagine the pandemonium y'all would have showed for P. Diddy when he would have walked out that courtroom after spanking the feds on bail. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now because it's bad boys. Yeah! Nah, I'm call the court. Hey, keep him in there. No. Go ahead and keep him in there. It's gonna be a riot out there. The officers ain't gonna be able to do their job because it's gonna be baby oil all over the officers, all over the streets. Yeah, they already got. Yo, the sun don't shine forever. It ain't no way they was gonna let P. Diddy Harlem shake out the goddamn courtroom. Yeah, P. Diddy was gonna Harlem shake down the court. Yeah. So that's why they didn't let Diddy out. To everybody in my DM, they was a not about. Well, let me tell you something. Do you know it would have been 100,000 New Yorkers out there talking about, talking about the sun don't shine forever. But as long as we here, you might as well shine together. Better now than never. Business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam. Who you know do it better. Yeah, right. No matter what, we in tight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. He would have been talking crazy. Don't make an ass out of yourself by assuming our music keeps you moving. Player, you Truman. You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. I'm going to listen to Victory today. I'm going to play it. This shit is, we're going to play Victory today when I get off the, yeah, we're going to do that. So I wanted to put that out there that there was no way they could allow Diddy to make bail. It was right. He's supposed to make bail. He should be at home with his family. But you New Yorkers don't know how to act. They as soon as they said that he might make bail, they started putting out new barricades. More police showed up. You New Yorkers started flooding the streets. Niggas started hopping on the goddamn subways and all that, making their way to Manhattan. Yeah. Motherfuckers started pouring baby oil and playing in bed. I seen the video. Yeah, I saw the video. You New Yorkers out there swimming in baby oil and all that. I could see Diddy now. As soon as the courtroom doors open, boom. Diddy walk out. You know the sun don't shine forever. Hey, that shit would have been a movie, homie. A documentary. All right? So with that being said, we going to move on to these content creators. I want to play something. And I hope I don't get, I hope, you know, maybe Shorty might not, you know, but I'm going to play something. Because I want to just show y'all the nastiness in this. And we going to go further because it get deeper than Diddy. You understand? It's a man by the name of Michael Jeffries. Michael Jeffries. I don't hear none of y'all talking about Michael Jeffries. All right? So I want y'all to keep the same energy. And we going to talk about this. You know, keep the same energy for Donald Trump. Keep the same energy for Michael Jeffries. Now, let me give y'all let's let the young lady talk, right? I want y'all to listen to this young lady. It's nasty work. I ain't gonna lie. It's absolutely nasty work. But I want y'all to listen and then we gonna move forward with this. Big salute to the chat, hit the like button and all that. Look!
They were the ones that said, no, I think he's guilty of something. But at the end, they went with the group. What is it said? A jury of between 40-year-olds and 71-year-olds, and they came back and they delivered their view of the world. But when you look at it, their view of the world is why the world looks like it is. It's why the world looks like it does. It's why these monsters can still move forward. They literally use their better judgment to come back and ignore what we have learned about victims of SA, about ask yourself why sex trafficking has not been eradicated.
Now, very easy on the eye. I'm not gonna call this young lady beautiful. I'm not gonna call her ugly. I'll say she's very easy on the eyes, right? And you know, when you got a young lady like this talking the way she's talking, it just shows you that when you take that wig off, when you take that makeup off, when you take all the extras and all the jewelry and all the bullshit off, and you look directly into this lady's eyes, she's a demon in disguise. That's it. You know, why does sex trafficking still exist? Well, that ain't got nothing to do with Diddy. He was acquitted of sex trafficking. Diddy was acquitted in the court of law for that phrase right there. So if you really want to know the answer to that question, I mean, you in the right place. A grown man like myself can definitely school you, young lady. Donald J. Trump, Israel, them Arabs and them Saudis. I done already gave you this game. It's way bigger than P. Diddy, and he was acquitted of sex trafficking. Nasty work right there. Absolutely disgusting. You know, when you're gonna get to a certain age where you're gonna be able to see past the makeup. You're gonna be able to see past some pretty eyes. You're gonna be able to see past that big ass wig or that clip on, whatever going on, whatever that is. You're gonna be able to see past it, and you're gonna be able to identify a demon in disguise, and that's what we're looking at. Go ahead and talk to him.
This is the reason why. Ask yourself why victims don't come forward, and ask yourself, right?
We just want to get your reaction. He said he was going to prison, might be coming home. Just want to get your reaction. What do you think about the RICO?
I think that much like you, the jury very ignorant, acted ignorantly, and have ignorant. No, I'm saying the way you came up on me is ignorant.
I've been looking for you because that's
Well,
what journalists
well,
do.
baby, here I am.
So,
Did you?
Now, I'm gonna speak to that as well. You know, you got to know something, and I don't want to put this on all women. Right? But it's very telling that because she didn't get what she wanted, because the jury didn't deliver what she wanted delivered, now they're ignorant, now they're dusties, now they're broke, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like a female, respectfully, you understand what I'm saying, to turn on you as soon as things don't go her way. So now that they delivered a verdict that you didn't like, now they're ignorant. But if those same jurors would have turned around and made Diddy and said he was guilty and put him in jail for 100 years, you would have been rocking with. This is why you cannot really take what women say fully. You really got to read between the lines. You really got to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors, because most women don't. They only going to go off the feeling of that instant gratification. Now all of a sudden these dudes is ignorant and they dusties, blah, 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 because things didn't go your way. Instead of being accountable and saying, you know what, I apologize. I was wrong, obviously. He was acquitted. So everything I've been saying was wrong, because the court of law says he did not sex traffic. The court of law says he is not guilty of the RICO. So I was wrong. Let me give you an example. When the Tory Lanez situation happened with Megan Thee Stallion, right? You had a lot of men going against Megan Thee Stallion. You had a lot of men saying, we don't believe you. You need more people. But once Tory Lanez was found guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion, guess what happened? You saw those same men like Slim Thug, DJ Actor Diddy, all these different men got back on their platforms and apologized to Megan Thee Stallion. Because once Tory Lanez was found guilty in the court of law, we gotta respect that to a certain. We could feel how we feel. We could say, I don't really believe that. But the court of law found him guilty. A lot of men turned around and apologized to Megan Thee Stallion. Why are these women not turning around and apologizing to Diddy? Nasty work. It's absolutely disgusting. Okay? Now I'm gonna let a little bit more of this play. And we're gonna move on, because I it's not about Tisha Tales, it's about the energy. It's not about Tisha Tales, it's about the energy. You understand what I'm saying? It's about the energy. Keep the same energy when that white man walk in the room. Keep the same energy when you got those white men sex trafficking. Be outside their courtroom too. Now, let's get into this. Go ahead, T. Talk to him.
Okay, worry about your little channel, sweetie. What's that? Diddy is still not gonna let you suck his dick, baby. He's going for 20.
Security guard ain't doing a good job.
Maybe your channel's not doing a good job. Anyway, right? Anyway, here we go, right? As we go, right? As we go. Hey, what's up, right? People acting like I'm the prosecution, but baby, they can bring the smoke if they want. They acting like I'm the prosecution. So anyway, you guys, listen. What does it say? Do you see the things that I actually just put up with? These people are crazy. This man literally came up because this man literally came up and tried to cause a scene because his idol, someone he's never met or known. Again, the level of ignorance that is in Diddy supporters, the fact that they're saying I lied on Diddy by reading court documents, I lied on Diddy by what was going on, I lied on Diddy. This is the supporters they have, and this is the world that we live in. This is the world that we live in.
Charlie P, I see you in the chat. What it do, my G? Yeah, nasty work, Tisha. Now, I wanna give you, because again, I'm not here to tear down a black woman, right? I don't want to tear you down. I'm not gonna do like Ratchet TV. Salute to Ratchet TV. Again, these content creators, man, we differ in a lot of ways. We not the same. They not like us. We're going to do this thing organically. You know what I'm saying? We're going to reach those heights organically, right? So I'm not going to talk about, matter of fact, I want to let Ratchet TV, I want to show y'all what Ratchet did. Ratchet, I ain't going to lie, it's something about a man, the way he said, I'm going to let him say it. But Ratchet, this shit was nasty work. Salute to Ratchet TV. Let's look at this shit. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ratchet. Talk to him.
You bullied Diddy's entire family. You bullied Diddy's entire family. Yeah, let's get back into it because you're a liar. Why don't you tell the people about that Rico you promised them? With that dry ass wig. Tell them about that Rico you promised them. Tell them about that Rico you promised them, Tisa. Tell them about that Rico you promised them, Tisa. Exactly. You gotta do that. You sweating. She's scrambling and scraping, baby. Bad boy is back. Bad boy is back. Bad boy is back, Tisa. You scrambling and scraping.
Yo. Hey, Charlie, we think so much alike. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that nigga said, with your dry ass wig, that shit sound like my auntie. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound like shit my auntie would say. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have never, I wouldn't, because it was something about the way he said with that dry ass wig. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, Ratchet, don't do like grown men, like, nah, with your dry ass wig. I was like, damn, her wig is kind of dry. My bad, Ratchet. I ain't know. So these content creators was out there they was making a mockery of themselves for P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand something. I'm saying free that man, but I ain't about to be out there screaming bad boy and all that. Bad boy, hell nah, Diddy. Hell nah, Diddy. Hell nah, nigga. Diddy, the motherfucker was nothing on Diddy. Diddy playing around and nah, nigga, I ain't fucking with Diddy like that. He don't deserve to be in jail, but I ain't fucking with Diddy like that when he get out. Yeah, we heard about what you was doing with the male prostitute said he was busting nuts on you and all that. Yeah, it was multiple people said you was playing in semen. So I ain't fucking with you like that, me personally. You know what I mean? But my point is this, right? You got people out here doing all this for P. Diddy. All this for P. Diddy. And then guys like this, it's yes, sir, and no, sir. So what I want to do for this last angle is I want to introduce y'all. I want to reintroduce y'all because if you go into my archive, if you go into my discography, then you'll already see I done did videos, pre-recorded videos, and live streams on Michael Jeffries. Michael Jeffries, The CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. That's what I like to call it, all right? Yeah, everybody in my DM, yo, that ain't how you say it. This is how you say it. I don't care about none of that. The CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Repeat it with me. Everybody in the chat, repeat with me. Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling like China Brim when I say that word. That's my China Brim. I'm feeling like China. Salute the 050 the movement. Yeah. Abercrombie and Fitch. The CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, he got the same charges as Puff Daddy. Actually, he got worse charges. The CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Michael Jeffries, he got international sex trafficking charges. International. So, P. Diddy might have been going from New York to Miami, from Miami to California, back to New York. Michael Jeffries was all out in Italy and all that. Africa, Russia, yeah, Asia. Yeah. You know what? Hold up. I said what I said. Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, I said it. That's what the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. You know what? I'm gonna do you one better because I kept the receipts. Michael Jeffries, I kept the receipts. And Tisha Tales and Ratchet TV and all you bloggers and YouTubers and content creators, y'all better keep the same energy for Michael Jeffries, the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Go ahead and talk to him. Look.
Bombshell news out of the world of fashion hit the headlines today. Former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Michael Jeffries and 2 others arrested. They're charged with sex trafficking and interstate prostitution. So Jeffries, seen here getting in the back of a police cruiser, faces a judge in about an hour in Florida. And CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides joins us live. He's in West Palm Beach today. Christian, these are some disturbing allegations. Quite a network here.
Read, just absolutely horrible allegations. This is just so disturbing. The defendants in this case, Mike Jeffries, the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Matthew Smith, his partner, and James Jacobs, his partner, and Matthew Smith, his partner, Abercrombie and Fitch, Matthew Smith, his partner, and James Jacobson, who, according to federal prosecutors, was hired to sort of facilitate what they're calling sex trafficking, facilitate these sexual acts that would happen, according to officials. What federal prosecutors say is that they targeted young men who were looking for a career in modeling, with promises of career advancement, and they would show up to what federal prosecutors are calling a casting couch operation. Essentially, told that they were going there for an interview and turning into just this horrible situation. According to the indictment, Jacobson allegedly had the victims do a tryout with him before these alleged victims would go on to meet Jeffries and Smith. All of this after they were allegedly told to sign non-disclosure agreements, were given alcohol and drugs so that they could perform these sexual acts for the former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Just absolutely very disturbing allegations here. According to officials, the crimes allegedly occurred, or at least the probe goes back to the late 2000s up until March of 2015. Mike Jeffries was the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch from 1992 to 2014.
Michael Jeffries was the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Abercrombie and Fitch. from 1992 to 2014. And they say that he was all over the world. International sex ring, international sex trafficking, where he would greet these models and he would promise them jobs. Don't this sound familiar? Don't this sound like the same thing they was trying to get Diddy for? Don't this sound the same? This is the same situation. The only difference is a white man involved. That dog fur is dog furring. He got that dog fur spiked out. Yeah. He would tell these models, I'm gonna give you a job as a Abercrombie and Fitch model. Yeah, you want to be a model for Abercrombie and Fitch? And then he would fly these models out into what this man called a casting couch operation. You can't make this up, man. A casting couch operation. And then his homies would do a test run. Yeah. Yeah. Michael Jeffries' homies would do a test run with these little models. You know, Tampa Bay Buccaneer, buck out they back real quick. Make sure everything is working just nice and just right. Yeah, we want to make sure it's working. We want to make sure you're ready. And after they would go and get on that casting couch, then they would go see Michael Jeffries. And Michael Jeffries would give them drugs and alcohol. Yeah, just like Diddy. Just like Diddy. He was having freak-offs. It was a big orgy. And Michael Jeffries would blow their back out one by one. Ooh, he knocking them down. Yeah, like bowling pins. Michael Jeffries was a nasty man. And after he would have these freak-offs and after he would have his way with these international models, he would put them back on an international flight and send their ass back off to France. Send your ass back off to Italy. Send your ass back off to where you from? Europe. Send your ass off to Europe. Where you from? Russia? First class flight to Russia. He had an international sex trafficking ring. He had a casting couch operation. He has victims, multiple victims of young models that thought that they were going to be modeling for Abercrombie and Fitch. They thought that they had a career at Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah. They thought that their life was going to change and they had a career. And after they got knocked down like some bowling pins, all they got was drugs, alcohol, and a first-class flight. So yeah. Listen, FBA Kush Boy 420, you already know what it do. I see you in the chat. Let me ask you a question. Is y'all going to go out in the courtroom and is y'all going to fight for those victims? Because y'all want to fight for the victims, right? Y'all want to make sure that your voice is heard when it comes to, sex essay victims. Or was it that you was just on Diddy's situation, clout chasing, dick riding? Is it just that you only got that type of energy for a black man being accused of a situation? But when the white man walk in the room with that spiky dog fur, look at that dog fur right there. That's a nasty strand of dog fur right there. I don't like it, Michael. Michael, I don't like that dog fur. I don't like how you jailed and spiked out that dog fur like that. Look like your name is Zachary. Yeah. Look. With a strand of dog fur like that, I want to call you Zach. Yeah, I call you Zach. You spike out your dog fur with the gel, and I'm going to call you Zachary then. I call you Elroy. How about that? Yeah, like the Jetsons. Zachary or Elroy. Those are the two names that I might give you with your dog fur like that. Yeah, is y'all gonna have the same energy for this man right here that had the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. He had an international sex trafficking ring. Now, is your black ass gonna be outside the courtroom? Huh? Huh? Is your black ass gonna go out there and boycott Abercrombie and Fitch? The same way you did Puff Daddy? This is where we separate the real from the fake. When you see people like Tisha Tales and a lot of these other content creators, what you got to understand is they are literally industry plants. They are here to create a narrative for black people. They are here to destroy the urban community. They are here to destroy, cause confusion and chaos. They are biased. That's what separates me from them. I don't care who you are. You could be Puff Daddy or you could be Michael Jeffries. It could be Bad Boy for Life or it could be the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. It could be Joe Biden or it could be Donald Trump. I don't play no sides with this. You gonna get down or you gonna lay down. And if you lay down, you gonna stay down. And that's it. You gonna get down or you gonna lay down, and you lay down, you gonna stay down. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you what hand you roll up with. It don't matter if it's Michael Jeffries or if it's Donald Trump or if it's P. Diddy or if it's Jay-Z. What hand you roll up with? What hand you roll up with? Put your hand right there. What hand you roll up with? That might go over your head or under your bridge, but those that know, you know. If you know, you know. If you seen State Property and you seen Beanie Siegel, ask E what hand he rolled up with. If you know, you know. What hand you roll up with? What you say? What hand you roll up with? Put your hand right there. Don't move it. Put your hand right there. What hand you roll up with? I'm going to ask Donald Trump. I'm going to ask Jay-Z. I'm going to ask the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. I'm going to ask him what hand he rolled up with. That's the difference between me and them. Yeah, nigga talking about celebrity gossip. That's because you only focus on celebrities. You talking about celebrity gossip because all you focusing on is black celebrities. We not the same, homie. Hey, Haas, we not the same. We are not the same, B. I'm different. I don't hold no punches. Yo, it's a celebrity gossip, you know, and blah, blah, blah. Hey, nigga, hey, Mike Jeffries ain't no celebrity. A lot of y'all ain't know who he was until I told you. The CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Oh, yeah. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, baby. You going to get down or you going to lay down, and if you lay down, you going to stay down. Now, I would suggest when y'all get with Tisha Tales, when y'all get with Ratchet TV, when y'all get with all these content creators with these hundreds of thousands of subscribers, you know, you inform them. Because I'm not subscribed to them. I don't be in their chats or nothing like that. But I know a lot of y'all engage with them. Yo, why you ain't talking about Michael Jeffries and all that? Why you ain't outside of Michael Jeffries' courtroom? He had an international sex trafficking ring. Diddy wasn't international, man. He was more nationally known. Diddy was national. This guy was international. That's a whole nother, yeah, that's a whole nother realm. Why you don't go get your likes and your views and your subscribers off of Michael Jeffries? Because when a white man walk in the room, they all bow their heads. They all say, yes, sir, no, sir. I'm the only one when a white man walk in the room, he gonna stop in front of me because I ain't bow down. He gonna look at me and he gonna look in my eyes. And he gonna get his people and say, we gotta get him out of here. He got that Nat Turner syndrome. We gotta get him out of here. He gonna poison all the other slaves. He gonna poison all the other POWs with that mindset. I'm the one content creator. I'm the independent content creator that when the white man walk in front of me, he gonna stop in his tracks. He gonna say, what's your name, boy? And I'm gonna say, Django. What's your name, boy? Django. Django? Yeah, the Django. You know how to spell that? Well, yeah, I know how to spell that. The D is silent. We not the same, man. You dudes, y'all get up here, y'all talk that celebrities gossip talk, and y'all forget all about the dog fur. Yeah, let me tell you something. I made a name. I made a whole title for him. That dog fur. Yeah, that fur smell like a dog when it get wet. When the rain fall on that dog fur, it smelled just like a golden retriever. I'm the one who got on this content creating. I'm the one who got on this application. I'm the one who got on this platform and did that. I'm thinking about getting some shirts printed up. That's what, you know what? A download just downloaded to me. I'm so thankful for these downloads. The download just downloaded. You see that right there? I'm gonna get a shirt with something like this on it right here. Just a picture of a beautiful, gorgeous, dog fur having young lady right here. And on top of it, it's gonna say that dog fur. DFD. DFD. That dog fur. I'm gonna get hats printed up that's gonna say that dog fur. And that shit gonna go viral. That shit right there will go viral. That right there, I think I could sell 20, 40, 50, $100,000 worth of product. That dog fur apparel. I could sell about 100,000 to 200,000 worth of product. Pumping and pushing the dog fur. The downloads downloaded. I think I'm gonna step into that. Y'all been asking for a mixtape. I'm working on some music. I'm gonna have that available for you. I'm gonna get on my Zip with the Drip, and I'm gonna have that link for that music available for y'all. It's gonna be available very soon. But y'all also been asking for merch, and that dog fur merch. Dog fur merch. DFM. Dog fur merch. That dog fur. I think we can go up with that. I think I can sell that. Put a 1 in the chat if you would buy that dog fur merch. Put a 1 in the chat. I just want to make sure I got an audience for this. I want to make sure I got a clientele for this. Put a 1 in the chat if you will cop and purchase that dog fur merchandise. I want to make sure I got a clientele for this. That dog fur be dog fur. And I mean, I'm gonna do all type of shit with it. The dog fur's dog furring. I got all type of shit that's coming to my mental Rolodex right now. Right now. That dog fur. That dog fur is dog furring. What that mean? People going, what the dog fur? Oh, you could break it down. Yeah, GMB TV let us know that the white people don't really have hair. White people really have dog fur. That's why they fur smell like a dog when it get wet. When the rain touch it, it smell like a dog. Go check out GMB TV. That dog fur apparel. We about to tap into that. We about to start. I got product for you. I'm a hustler. Salute to everybody asking for something to buy. I got some product on the way. I'm going to tap in with my people. That dog fur will be available. Oh, yeah. We might be able to top it in with the cat fur, too. I might call it cat piss. I might call it cat fur. We might, dog fur, cat fur. And for my brothers, for my people, sheep hair. All for black people, I got something for us too. It's gonna be called sheep hair. Sheep hair clothing. But let's stay right here. Let's stay right with the dog fur. We ain't going no further. We staying right here with the dog fur. White people gonna ask you, what's that mean? Oh, I love your sweater and your hat. It's just so beautiful. What does that mean? Dog fur. Why would you have it? And you can give them that knowledge. Hey, listen, baby, that blonde fur you got, that ain't hair. That's dog fur. The great and honorable Grown Man Business TV taught us and learned me that fur that you got. Yeah, I said it. The great honorable Grown Man Business TV. Yeah. Yeah. Man, the great honorable Grown Man Business TV told us that ain't hair that you got on your head right there. That's dog fur. Dog fur? I mean, what the fuck? Why would you say that? Let's explain. You know what? I'm not going to get offended. Elaborate. Explain more. I want to know more. Well, don't that fur smell like a golden retriever when the rain touch it? You ever wonder why when that rain get the rain on me, da, da, da. Oh, why you bring this rain on me? You remember, you ever notice that when that rain touched that dog fur? I'm talking rain from the heavens. And it touched that dog fur, it smelled like a golden retriever. Smelled like a sheepdog. It smelled like a shih tzu. You ever notice that? Yes, I do notice that actually. When I was young, my fur smells like a dog. That's because it's not hair. It's extra long dog fur. And when you wash it with that Sassoon shampoo, it ain't no shampoo that's gonna take the dog out the fur. It ain't a shampoo. I don't care. The most powerful shampoo in the world will not be able to separate the dog from the fur. When you get to washing that dog fur with that Sassoon shampoo and them Newport 100s, all it's going to smell like is dog fur, Sassoon, and Newport 100s straight to the dog fur. That dog fur hoodies and hats and shirts coming soon. I'm going to tap in with my people as soon as I get off the phone. That dog fur. Right hand to God. Right hand to, I still got my hand. I don't play with firecrackers. So I'm not like 4 extras. Sorry, 4 extras. You caught a stray. But I could still put my right hand to God. We're gonna have dog fur. That dog fur apparel is coming soon. Rain on me, da da da. Oh, why'd you take this rain from me? Da, 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 da. When the download, you need to listen. That might be $1 million. Listen, that might be $1 million download that just came to me with that dog fur apparel, with that dog fur clothing, with that dog fur merch. That dog fur. Oh, yeah. Salute to the chat. Malcolm, you ain't know what. Listen, man, you ain't. Listen, man, I could have been Trey Songz. I could have been Chris Brown if I wanted to. I'm from Virginia. Da 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 da. You like that? Rain on me. Oh, da 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 da. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna go with that dog fur. I promise you, it's on the way. Salute to the chat. We just running the numbers up right now. Well, we approaching 45,000 subscribers right now. We approaching 30,000 views on this here live alone. That dog. Oh, and listen, I'm gonna have multiple different pictures of the dog fur. Multiple different pictures of the dog fur on these shirts and on these hoodies. Dog fur. This shit go light fire. I'm gonna go catch fire, man. We going viral, baby. I can't stop the downloads from downloading. I'm seeing this shit right now. Live. Listen, we in real time right now. Live. I'm seeing the shirts. I'm seeing the downloads. I'm seeing the dog fur. I'm seeing all different type of, yeah, Donald Trump, he gonna be on one of the shirts. It's gonna be Shorty on one of the shirts. It's gonna be that white lady right there. It's gonna be all different type of dog fur. Yeah. I got that coming for you. Don't worry. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate everybody that's preparing to support. I want to thank you in advance. Everybody that's preparing to support that dog fur merch, that dog fur apparel, that dog fur clothing. I want to thank you in advance because I know what you're going to do. Straight to the Cash App. Oh man, this shit gonna be this gonna be epic right here. So I want to say this. Donald Trump, your ass was on the list, man. Donald Trump is the white boy that you want to bring to the family cookout. You want to bring him to the family reunion. Your cousins and your aunties and your uncles is saying, don't bring that white boy to this don't bring that white boy to this cookout. Right? Excuse me. And you telling your family, nah, he good, homie. Listen, he know how to do the electric slide. He know how to do boots on the ground. You know, this white boy is good people. I'm gonna bring him. And then you bring him to the cookout and he get to talking and walking and everything's good. And then he pulls out a box of raisins and he dumps it all in the goddamn potato salad. Now you embarrassing me. I done brought you to the cookout. We don't eat raisins in our potato salad. I told you to leave those raisins in the car, Donald. Come to find out, not only did you bring raisins into the cookout, your ass was on the Epstein list. We done brought you to the cookout, got you all around the nieces, all around the nephews, and your ass is on the Epstein list. You done tried to delete the Epstein list because you was on it. Elon done told us you was on it. Elon is an alien, but he done told us that you was on the Epstein list, and we ain't believe him. And now you trying to get rid of it. I'm disappointed in you, Donald. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't fucking with you. If you got some money to hand out, pass the money out. You got some money, you got some stimulus checks you about to give to the people, cool. But I ain't fucking with you, Donald. I don't fuck with you no more. I ain't rocking with you. You ain't coming to another cookout. Your ass come around here again, we gonna put hand and feet on you. You bring your ass right, you bring your dog fur ass. Listen, you come around here again, Donald, we putting hand and feet on you, guaranteed. We ain't know you was on the Epstein list. We don't bring those type of people around the babies. I ain't fucking with you or your administration. You, Donald Trump, you lost me. I ain't rocking with you or your administration no more. And I told the people, Donald, I told the people the real reason why you tried to get rid of that list, Donald. It wasn't so much you and your people, Bill and Hillary Clinton, all these governors and politicians and all these presidents that been on that list. It ain't really, it's more about Israel. Yeah, the prime ministers and all that that's on that list. It's about them Saudis out there in Saudi Arabia, them Arabs getting that Arab money. They all on the list. It ain't got, it's bigger than Jay-Z. It's bigger than Beyonce. I already told the people, Donald, so don't worry. Don't worry. Shh. Donald, don't say another word, Donald. I done already told my people about you. You got to protect them Arabs. You got to protect them Israelites. You got to protect them people. So you just going to throw us under the bus. You going to look us in our face and tell us ain't no Epstein list no more. After we done already know you had the list. Donald, don't bring your ass to the cookout. Donald J. Trump, don't bring your ass back to the cookout, Donald. My uncles and my cousins, we going to probably put hand and feet on you. Don't you bring your ass to the family reunion. Don't even come back around here, Donald. Donald J. Trump, take your ass back. Cross the train tracks, brother. We don't want you around here no more. We don't need you around here. Donald Trump, just don't come around here no more. You and your peoples with the pedophilia and all that, keep that shit over there. Ain't no way. Ain't no way y'all got all this information on P. Diddy, on YSL Young Thug, on Jay-Z, but all of a sudden, you ain't got the goddamn Epstein list. All of a sudden, you're stuttering all over your words and all that. To all the content creators out there, man, I would suggest you keep the same energy. The same energy y'all show, because y'all showed a lot of energy with P. Diddy. I mean, y'all showed a lot of energy, man. If y'all gonna keep that, it was impressive, man. It was impressive, the energy that y'all had for P. Diddy, but now y'all need to transfer that energy to Michael Jeffries. Y'all need to transfer that energy to Donald Trump. But y'all ain't gonna do that, and that's why I'm calling y'all out. Y'all ain't gonna do that. Y'all so quick to tear down a black man, right or wrong, and then act like Michael Jeffries don't exist. It's yes, sir, and no, sir, when a white man walk in the room. And that's why we don't respect y'all. That's why your word is not powerful. Y'all just out there talking blah, 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 blah. We don't respect your word. We don't believe you. You need more people. Yeah, have the same energy for them people, homie. Donald Trump just told you ain't no Epstein list. Why y'all ain't talking about Trump? Why y'all ain't in front of the White House? Michael Jeffries, an international sex trafficking ring, a casting couch operation is what they called it. Why y'all ain't out there, wherever he going to court at, why y'all ain't out there? To all my people asking me about Diddy and bail. Ain't no way they was gonna let Diddy out so he could walk onto the goddamn courtroom steps and start singing victory. The sun don't shine forever, but as long as we here, then we might as well shine together. Yeah, they wasn't gonna let Diddy do that. Harlem shaking and pump faking and pussy popping and all that down the stairs. Y'all think y'all had bottles of baby oil out there. So you think they was gonna let Diddy pussy pump down the courtroom steps so y'all could throw him a bottle of baby oil. He could catch the baby oil and get the Yeah, no, we ain't about to let that go down. Not today. Not today. Not today, P. Diddy. You already spanked the federal government. You got them looking like the local police department. We not about to have you rapping victory, catching bottles of baby oil, pussy pumping down the courtroom steps. Not gonna happen. And last but not least, right? That dog fur merch is on the way. Give me a second. I gotta get in touch with my, my designer, the guy who designed my logo. You know what I'm saying? My Grown Man Business TV logo. I'm gonna get with him. I'm gonna send him an email tonight. He works pretty fast, and he always sends me multiple different ideas. So I'm gonna email him tonight. Tonight, I'm gonna email him tonight, and then as soon as I get the logo, as soon as I get all that, I'm reaching out to my homie in VA. Salute to A Driver, made in Norfolk Apparel. He made all my Grown Man Business hats. He made all my Grown Man Business TV shirts. So I'm gonna reach back out to him, and we gonna do some business. That dog fur. Salute to the chat. What y'all got going on in there? Wolfman, Panther. Yeah. Look up Michael Jeffries, CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, and do a little homework. Let me tell y'all what really made me get on his neck. What really made me attack Michael Jeffries. Michael Jeffries and P. Diddy was going to court around the same time, right? Everybody's talking about Diddy. Nobody's talking about Michael Jeffries. The last straw, the whole situation that really made me focus in on him was Diddy went to the Court of Appeal. He wanted to get bail, right? And Diddy offered up about $100 million in assets. I'm talking passport, private jets, everything. Diddy offered up a lot of money, hundreds of millions of dollars, just so he could make bail, and they denied his bail. Michael Jeffries got a $10,000 bail. Yo, Michael Jeffries, the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, he got a $10,000 bail. Diddy was offering damn near $100 million in liquid and assets, and they denied his bail. Michael Jeffries has an international sex trafficking ring, a casting couch operation where him and his homies run through these male models, blow their back out, offer them drugs, give them drugs, offer them opportunity, use their power to have sexual relations with these models, and they gave Michael Jeffries a $10,000 bond. Mind you, he's worth just as much as Diddy. He was the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. They gave that, the CEO, he's worth tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, and they gave him a $10,000 bond, and then they denied Diddy bond, and they got the same charges. This is when I started doing pre-recorded videos and live streams directed right at Michael Jeffries. Nasty work, man. Salute to the chat. See what we got going on here. Okay, so what we gonna do, we approaching 45,000 subscribers, man. We on our way to 50K. Beautiful. You know what? I'm extremely excited about that. Let me see something. Let me see if I can find this dude before I even get off of here. We in here right now, man. Those downloads was heavy today. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. What is this? I'm gonna have to check on my old lady. She on me. My old lady want me to fly out. Let me see what this is. fuck is this? Hold on. These weird ass emails, man. I don't. I'm make sure that shit ain't right. I don't like that. But yeah. Let me do something while y'all on the chat. See if I can find something. Let's see what we got here. Salute to the chat. Background, boom. I'm gonna find this. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna just wait until I get off this live. But I gotta find my guy who did. I was saying I gotta find my guy who did my my logo, and me and him would tap in. But I like I said, the download's a download, and I can't even get it. I can't get it out my head now. Big salute to the chat, man. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business CV. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You know, you already know, straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. You already know I'm here to give you this game straight, pure, dope, straight, raw. No baking soda, no fentanyl, no quinine. We ain't water whipping this content. We ain't water whipping this dope. It's straight off the brick into the bottles. All right? Keep that same energy, man. You know, if it's pedophilia, that shit go for everybody. It don't just go for black celebrities. It don't just go for P. Diddy. It don't just go for us. It go for everybody. Everybody got to get put on the, your head go on a chopping block when your name end up on the list. You know, Donald, we already talked to Donald. Your ass ain't allowed at the house no more, Donald. Your ass ain't allowed at you. You ain't welcome to no family gatherings, no family reunions, no cookouts, Donald. Keep your ass away from here. Now, I don't care about what you used to do, how you used to party and all that in New York City and all that, Donald. We ain't with that. We ain't with that. You got to get your ass up out of here. And the next time you come around here, Donald, we're going to put hand and feet on you. We're going to touch you up. Respectfully. Get your motherfucking ass over there with your people, man. Yeah, putting goddamn raisins all in the potato salad and putting raisins all in. Yeah, you got raisins all in the greens and shit. We don't put raisins in our greens. Yeah, get your ass up out of here, man. Yeah, got prunes all in the goddamn pudding and all that. You done put prunes in the pudding. We trying to eat this banana pudding and it got prunes in it. Nigga, we don't want prunes and raisins in our goddamn pudding. You get your ass up out of here, man. You and your culture, y'all get back over there. And I know who you protected. Yeah, them Saudis and yeah, them people and all that with them hats, with them tunnels and all that. We know what you doing. We know what you up to, Donald. But always remember, the right hand gonna wash the left. One hand washes each other and both hands wash the face. It don't matter if it was Donald or Joe Biden. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I missed the whole angle that I meant to tell y'all. I'm mad I missed that angle. Damn. I had a whole angle about Kamala Dick Harris. You know what I'm saying? And the main reason why I would prefer her not be the president and Donald be the president. We all know Kamala's not black, but she would have been put in position to represent black women. And I want to leave y'all with this thought. Imagine, because this was going to happen regardless. It was going to happen if Biden was in office, if Kamala was in office, or if Trump was in office. This was going to happen. So I want you to imagine Kamala being the one to tell us it ain't no goddamn Epstein list. Imagine if Kamala would see, and that's what I mean. She was going to really take a terrible blow, and she was going to make black women look terrible. They already look terrible with this sexy red and all this shit they doing on social media. Black women already look crazy. Imagine Kamala Dick Harris telling us on the news, ain't no Epstein list. Imagine that. Imagine that. I mean, imagine how terrible that would have looked on black women. And she not even a black woman. She damn near Eastern Asian and Jamaican or something. She ain't black. Bitch told us she washed her collard greens in a goddamn bathtub. Kamala, don't bring your ass to the cookout. You can't come to the cookout neither, bitch. We ain't gonna eat them nasty ass greens you washed in the bathtub and all that, bitch. This bitch got on national television and told us she washed her collard greens in a goddamn bathtub. And we know you, hey, bitch, you can't come to the cookout, bitch. Keep Kamala Dick Harris ass away from the cookout. Donald Trump and Kamala can't come to the cookout. Keep their ass away. So we already know you were Asian and a Jamaican and all that. You ain't black. But she was going to represent black women. And imagine this lady that's representing black women telling the world, telling us that that shit ain't no list. Ain't no Epstein list. We don't know nothing about that. The Epstein list don't exist. The same woman who told us she washed her goddamn collard greens in the bathtub. Now she telling us it ain't no Epstein list. Imagine how nasty that would have been. How bad that would make black women. It wouldn't be another black president. It wouldn't be another black woman president ever. That's a whole angle I meant to go into, but the downloads was downloaded. So listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? You already know, man. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.